It's belonging to ousted President Viktor Yanukovych and his entourage. Switzerland says it wants to block any unauthorized use of Ukrainian state assets. It follows accusations from Ukraine's new leaders that billions had gone missing while Yanukovych was in power. It's unclear how much money may be affected by these asset freezes. Speaking in Russia earlier, Yanukovych himself denied having foreign bank accounts. Next, the website of Bitcoin exchange Mt. Gox went dark earlier this week. It sparked plenty of questions among investors about their Bitcoin deposits with the company. Earlier this Friday, they got some answers from the chief executive of the Japan-based company, but not the answers they were looking for. He apologized as he announced the company is filing for bankruptcy protection. This as he acknowledged publicly that hackers had stolen around 850,000 Bitcoins from the exchange. That corresponds to around $500 million worth of deposits. Now, the value of Bitcoin has tumbled since news of the security breach first broke, and some say the collapse of Mt. Gox will undermine the credibility of Bitcoin, but some people who work with a virtual currency says it could actually help.
It was originally built for trading cards, not at all a platform for large financial exchanges. So now that we see companies like that leaving, it's going to create a void in the market where larger, more established financial institutions can come in and really help take Bitcoin to the next level.
Okay, a story to watch there looking ahead. We're going to turn to the United States next. The American economy lost steam in the fourth quarter last year. It didn't do as well as first thought. Revised figures show the economy grew by 2.4% on the October to December period in 2012. That's sharply less than the 3.2% the Commerce Department first estimated. The downgrade is attributed to lower consumer spending and also lower export levels. Now, that revised figure doesn't seem to be putting much of a dampener on trading over in the United States. This as a reading of consumer confidence in February came in stronger than expected. Let's take a look at the latest figures from Wall Street. We've been seeing stocks trading to the upside so far this Friday. This hour, though, we're seeing those indices coming down, with the Nasdaq leading the charge downwards, losing around about 0.7%. European shares, they were in negative territory during much of Friday, but they were pushed higher by a strong opening in the United States. Still, though, it wasn't enough to push the FTSE 100 above that flat line. It was pretty flat at the close, we need to say that. The DAX 30 in Frankfurt ended with around about 1% worth of gains. Let's talk you through a few other stories that we've been watching for you. Inflation in the Eurozone came in slightly above analyst expectations in February at 0.8%. It's the same as in December and January. The reading is still below the European Central Bank's target inflation rate, near 2%, but it is easing fears of deflation, and it's also seen to be easing pressure on the ECB to take action. The ECB will hold its monthly rate-setting meeting next Thursday. Meanwhile, shares in the owner of British Airways and Iberia were down despite the company swinging back into profit. International Airlines Group posted a full-year profit of €122 million for 2013. It follows a €700 million loss the previous year. IAG was boosted by a strong performance from British Airways and low-cost carrier Vueling. Iberia is still in the red, but IAG says the Spanish flag carrier is making progress. And we're going to wrap it up right there, I believe. The business news is over. I'll be back again in around about an hour or so with more business headlines. For now, though, it is back to Tom with the rest of the news.
Thank you very much indeed, Marcus. Well, it's time now for our daily check-in at the Paris Farm Show, or the Salon de l'Agriculture, which is in full swing. It wraps up on Sunday. It's hugely popular. Around 700,000 people expected to have passed through the doors by the time it does close on Sunday. Well, our France 24 team has been sampling some of the produce brought to the French capital by farmers. That's on offer there at this hugely popular annual event. Let's have a look.